Hello there and welcome to another edition of your program, Power Wheel, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. It is a half-hour program that showcases the prospects, challenges, and the milestones attained by TCN and the power sector. Please keep staying safe away from practices that make you prone to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Here are the headlines. Power Minister orders contractors to sites, inspects Gagarawa substation project. TCN head leads team to Governor Ganduje of Kano State, discuss power transmission projects. House of Representatives reassures robust legislative intervention for power sector. TCN decries rising cases of power transmission lines vandalism. Stay with us for the rest of the program. I am Chiwenwa Anyanwu. The Minister of Power, Engineer Salim Maman, has directed all contractors handling power projects nationwide to return to sites as the lockdown by the federal government is being relaxed gradually.
Engineer Maman gave the directive when he inspected the new 2x60 MVA Gagarawa 132-33 kilovolts transmission substation constructed and energized by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, in Jigawa State last weekend. He said the COVID-19 pandemic had affected all sectors of the economy and that the power sector was not an exception.
Well, it is affecting not only the power project, the whole sector, everything is affected. But now that it has been relaxed, and we are happy to announce to you that we are back to the site and we are going to continue. And I also want to use this opportunity to urge the contractors, all power contractors, to come back to the site and so that they can deliver.
The minister said the Gagarawa substation project had been completed and ready for commissioning, as he urged the acting managing director and chief executive officer of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, who inspected the facility along with the minister to identify and ensure speedy completion of similar substation projects across the country.
The project is commendable and we have almost reached up to 90 or even 100% completed electrically. And we are here in preparation of commissioning one of these days. In 2 or 3 weeks' time, we are coming back to do the commission. I'm here to see the level of the work, and the work is very commendable, and I want to praise the contractor, and the job is well done, and I appreciate his quality of job. And as I told you, we are coming back in the next 2-3 weeks to come and commission the project. Now it's just pre-commissioning, it's just to come and see and make sure that all the job is completed. And I am happy to announce to you that the job is completed, and we are looking forward to come.
The minister said the substation will help to improve the voltage level of bulk power supply in Gagarawa town and for industrialization in Jigawa State for consumers to have quality power supply.
It's the issue of increase. We want to improve the voltage that we have not been getting before. It's just to improve the supply around these areas. The governor is very hardworking. He just earmarked some places that he wants to allow industries to come and build in these states. So he is also part of the project, and we want to also commend him for his support with the TCN to make sure that the light around this zone has been improved. With this, we are going to upgrade. We have 33 before, but now we are going to 132 kV, that is volt, that will take care of almost all this area.
Governor Abubakar Badaru of Jigawa State, who joined the minister during the inspection, lauded the efforts of the minister and the management of TCN for delivering the projects. He said when the station is commissioned, it will boost power supply across 6 local government areas, including an industrial area in the state.
Beautiful. 6 local governments and an industrial area sited around Gagarawa. We are expecting to have about 50 industries as time goes on because of the power availability now. And I really have to commend President Muhammad Buhari for continuing the job that he inherited. This job started 20 years ago, but the government of Muhammad Buhari continued to fund it and make sure that it is done. And the minister has done, through TCN, a very, very wonderful job in making sure this thing is this project is commissioned.
Earlier, the managing director of the contracted company, Mr. Saram Manu, explained the final process towards commissioning the Gagarawa substation project, which he said will be done soon.
A team of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, led by the Acting Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Engineer Sule Abdulaziz, has paid a courtesy visit to the Executive Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, in Kano State, where they held discussions on power transmission projects in the state.
Engineer Abdulaziz spoke about the ongoing efforts to install a 40 MVA mobile transformer at the 132-33 kilovolts transmission substation in Bichi local government area of Kano State.
We went to the site today in the afternoon and we are very happy with the reception we got. A lot of people were waiting just for our arrival, and after paying a courtesy call to His Excellency, the Emir of Bichi, we went straight to the site. And what we saw, it was very impressive.
Engineer Abdulaziz thanked some key stakeholders in the state for their support towards the project.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Member, Honorable Abubakar, for the efforts he put in seeing that job continue without any hitch. Actually, if it is left for the TCN, it will take us a long time before we reach where we are today. But with his efforts and commitment, a lot has been done at the site. We have been there, we inspected the sites, and we are happy about the job going on.
The TCN head assured that once the civil works was completed, the mobile transformer will be brought to the substation to improve bulk power supply in Bichi and its environs.
And we promise you, once the place of the transformer is ready, we are going to bring the transformer. And once the transformer is here, less than 3 months, we are going to complete that project. And by the time we complete that project, almost 7 local governments are going to benefit from that project. And they are going to have steady power supply.
He said TCN was aware of the impact of the improved bulk power supply in contributing to the economic development of Bichi and the entire Kano State.
With the power supply, that will boost the development of the area. A lot of companies will come and set up, and a lot of people will be employed. So it is a great achievement for Bichi local government and environs. We are going to do that, and we are going to make sure that we complete it.
The member representing Bichi Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Abubakar, commended TCN for making the huge investment to improve bulk power supply in Bichi and the state.
As you know, this transformer, it cost billions of naira. It's beyond to our control. Without His Excellency's effort, this thing would be like impossible. So, as from my side, on behalf of myself and the entire people of Bichi local government, we want to thank His Excellency for making this dream to a reality to us. We'll never forget your gesture to Bichi local government. Thank you very much, sir, and God will bless you. Thank you.
In his remarks, Governor Ganduje said the appointment of the MD of TCN has brought good omen to the people of Kano State.
I'm happy you personally visited the site and you are being encouraged by what you have seen on the ground, the quality of the work that has been done, the volume of the work that has been done. I believe within the shortest time possible, that site will be ready for installation.
The governor said the power supply from the substation will have huge impact in Bichi and 7 other local government areas of Kano State.
That particular project will improve power supply in Bichi and at least in 7 other local government areas around that area. So this is not a small achievement, considering the need to improve our economy.
Ganduje also reiterated the commitments of the Kano State government to giving TCN all the required support towards delivering bulk power transmission projects in the state.
So we assure you, the Kano State government will organize a befitting ceremony for the installation of that transformer, and also we will contribute our quota in protecting that facility so that sustainability is attained.
We'll be right back after this break.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are...
We have Kaduna Jos, 330 kV transmission line. We have Abakaliki Amasari, 132 kV transmission line. We have Isuka Ayamba, 132 kV transmission line.
Engineer Abdulaziz also said, besides funding issues, TCN encounters the challenges of clearing right-of-way and payment of compensation for power transmission line and substation projects, as he urged the lawmakers to intervene.
There are some issues we also encounter on our projects, like the paying of the compensation, the right-of-way. We have also import duty exemption, which the government used to give for our goods at the port. Some of these things, add delay to the way we execute our projects.
Commenting on the presentation of the TCN head, the ad hoc committee chairman, Honorable Adodogua, said the committee can only be guided to intervene in the challenges of the power sector with the right information from the power sector agencies.
We must have to do the need to even stop it. We have to stop it. But that has to be in the interest of the Nigerians. And we can only do that right when we are properly informed and guided by agencies like our own.
Other heads of agencies that made presentations at the hearing include Chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC), Professor James Momo, Managing Director, Niger Delta Power Holding Company (NDPHC), Mr. Chedu Ugbo, and the Managing Director of the Nigerian Electricity Liability Management Company (NEMCO), Mr. Adebayo Fagbemi.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has decried the rising cases of vandalism of power transmission lines. It says the situation where vandals hacked down transmission line towers was worrisome and an act of sabotage. Powerwheel was at a recent vandalism site near Suleja in Niger State, where a 330 kilovolts transmission line route was affected. Here is the report.
I know. We're not close like that. I know. We're not close like that.
As at when the Powerwheel crew visited the site, TCN in-house engineers from the Abuja region in their safety gears were busy concluding the work process towards restoring the 330 kV power transmission line. The Assistant General Manager, Technical Services at the Abuja region of TCN, Engineer Suleiman Mahmoud, who was supervising the transmission line repair works at the vandalized points of the Chiroro to Gwagwalada 330 kV transmission line, said the line carrying bulk power to Abuja was recently vandalized.
We are right at the vandalization site on Gwagwala, Shiroro Gwagwala, that 330 kV line. Since then, our men have been working to restore the line back to service. And presently, we are able to conclude the job, and the conductor has been replaced.
Engineer Mahmoud said the Abuja transmission region quickly sourced materials from the Kaduna region and some from Kano sub-region to quickly restore the critical power line to service.
Our men are here. We are able to source the materials from some from Kaduna transmission region and some from Kano sub-region. And today, thank God, we are able to finish the repairs, and the conductor has been hanged, and we are waiting for the restoration of the line.
He said, in recent time, the region has witnessed a surge in the acts of vandalism of critical power transmission facilities, with over 11 cases recorded already.
The recent fast from October last year to date, Abuja Transmission Sub-Region Network have experienced series of vandals attack, numbering to about 11 times to date. And up to now, the measures that has been taken were in collaboration with the security agencies, DSS, police intelligence, and civil defense. And in addition to that, we have engaged local vigilante along the line routes. But up to now, we are unable to apprehend any of the criminals. But efforts has been intensified. It's been intensified to see the end of this vandalization.
The TCN official described the incidents as worrying and costing the company huge funds in restoring affected power transmission facilities.
It's really a serious setback on us, and we are almost overwhelmed with the way and manner this thing has been perpetrated by these criminals. We thank God Abuja Network has that flexibility, and thank God it's only one line that was affected. With that, we have our two lines from Ajakuta that was intact, and one line from Shiroro that is intact. So it affected only one of the circuits. So that's why we didn't notice any outage crisis within Abuja and environs.
Thank you for staying with us on this edition. We will be back next week on Power Wheel. This episode and the previous ones are available on our YouTube channel. You can always interact with us on these platforms as you support TCN in realizing its goals of advanced bulk electricity transmission services. You're a partner in the quest to defeat the COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to wash or sanitize your hands regularly, practice physical distancing rules, wear a face mask, and adhere to all other preventive measures. Let's kick coronavirus out of Nigeria. I am Chinwenwa Anyanwu. See you next week.